What's your reaction to this, to the letter to the Justice Department?
It's disheartening that it's been handled in this manner. We don't have information. We have been trying for months to try and get specific reasoning, specific scenarios, specific problems so that we could address them. And the chief has tried unsuccessfully for months to try and get the actual complaints, what they are, so he could get back to the bottom of them, and we just don't have anything to work with. So that has led him to convene this panel, so that he can get to some actual facts, so that if problems and issues are identified, he can actually get to the bottom of them and address them.
Who's going to be on this panel?
The panel's going to consist of, it's going to be co-chaired by our independent inspector general and then a senior representative of the union. And then there will be four there'll be four panelists from outside the Prince George's County Police Department. The clerk of the circuit court, Human Rights Commission, how do you do citizen, is it citizen complaints, CCOP?
Yes.
CCOP, you'll have to look up that exact terminology. I've been here 2 months, so I haven't
Okay.
memorized all the acronyms, but I'll help you out with that, okay?
So as far as the panel, how long is it going to be seated, and then what happens at the end?
All of that is being worked out.
Okay.
There's going to be a meeting next week where they will talk about what it will look like, how long it will last, results, that sort of thing.
And what's the purpose of the panel?
The chief basically wants to get down to the bottom of, do we have an issue here at Prince George's County Police or do we not? Because what he has basically been working with is a lack of information and vague rumor. So without actual specifics, names, date, cases, this happened on this day, these people were involved, he can't act. So he keeps asking. He's asked both in person and via written letter for specifics so that he could act on it. He was told that they weren't going to talk with him. So now he has to convene the panel, and he's doing it in conjunction with the union. And keep in mind, the union represents all the sworn members, the 1,700 sworn members of this department. And in hopes of getting down to the bottom of any issues that are on the table, because bottom line, he wants to be able to act. He wants to be able to address any concerns if there are actual issues.
The police have not, am I correct, seen the complaint?
No, we have not.
How many officers have filed the complaint?
Again, I can't answer because we haven't seen it. That we are at a real disadvantage here. They've not been forthcoming, so we don't know. We want to address these things, we really do, but we don't have information to work with.
Did they not sit with the chief last year, and what was the result, or were the results of those meetings?
There have been a series of meetings and written outreaches to them, and from what I understand, no specifics were given. There were generalizations, but in order to actually invoke change and to look at processes, practices, disciplinary system, promotional system, he needs specific instances so that he can actually go back and take a look at what occurred. And he wasn't given any of that. So the hope is that this panel will bring forth that type of information so we can act on it.
It sounds sort of coming through you as if there's some frustration here.
So I may sound frustrated, but it's lack of sleep. No, I think that, if there's any frustration, it's because we want to be able to address the issue if there's an issue. But we have to be able to identify the issue, and in order to do that, we need the information necessary to identify whether or not we have an issue.